Fine. So previously we have completed our unit 3. Yes. So now we are going to deal with unit 4, like data dissemination and synchronization. So what do you mean by data dissemination and synchronization? As we know, generally communication should be done between client and server. In a previous slides we have learned, or in our third unit we have learned regarding client server architecture and so on. Yes. So dissemination. So what do you mean by this dissemination? Pushing of some data generated by a set of computing systems, or it can be a broadcasting data, or it can be an audio, video, or a data services that are going to be established, like we see we have seen, like in GSM architecture. Yes. So we are going to communicate in a voice, like it is part of that one. We are seeing some GPRS protocols. Yes. Same likewise, this data dissemination, which is going to have a pushing of data generated by a set of computing systems, or which is a broadcasting data from, it can be an audio, video, or data services, and the output of that particular data is sent to a mobile device. Yes. So everything that we are going to send, like it can be an uplink or downlink, or whenever we are going to transmit the data from tier 1, tier 3, and so on. Yes. So this is nothing but a data dissemination, and a mobile device can select, tune, catchy, and required data items that can be seen in your mobile device. Yes. As we know very well regarding this selection and sharing of information, and it should be, one second. So as we know regarding this, how we are going to share some information, and how we are going to select this information, how we are going to modify the information. So all the things that we are going to maintain in a database. Yes. Server side database. Yes. As we seen in previous slides, like ODBC or XML database, or DB2. Yes. So these are all nothing but you are going to generally mean, like you are going to push some information onto your database. Yes. So likewise, what do you mean by communication asymmetry? So communication asymmetry, like when we are going to deal with this communication, it should be in an connection orient, like it should be connection between two persons. Yes. So the communication of this can be of two types, like it can be, as I said, a downlink of stream, or uplink of stream. Whenever we are going to discuss uplink of direction, like whenever we are going to take uplink of direction, it can be from server to client. Whenever we are going to take it from down the stream, like downstream is for server to client, and upstream for client to server. Yes. So uplink and server to client, and downlink is server to client, uplink is client to server. Yes. So this asymmetric, like whenever we are going to deliver some content in a form of an asymmetric process, like if it is going to be performed as a symmetric channel, like it can be in a form of internet or asymmetric one. So asymmetric one can be of example, like cable TVs. Yes. So symmetric is nothing but some internet. Yes. So disturbances of that, like a cable TV network is different when compared to your an internet. Yes. So this can be the symmetric and asymmetric networks of your communication, and the techniques or the system architecture that is going to be in efficient way support of your asymmetric applications. Like if we are going to take some requirement, it should fulfill that requirements, like whenever we are going to share the information or whenever we are going to deliver the information from client to server, or whenever server is going to send some information to client, he should be able to take that particular data in a full-fledged way. Yes, so he should not be able to get any disturbances over the communication. Yes, so likewise we are going to say a device which can be allocated with a limited bandwidth. Yes, so this is because we are going to have a large number of devices that are going to be accessed with our network. Yes, so bandwidth for your downstream from server to device in such a way that like it is an larger when compared to upstream of the device of the server. Yes, so uplink which is from client to server, and downlink which is from server to client. So we are going to say the bandwidth which of for downstream of server to the device is much larger than upstream. Yes, so this is all because like limited power resources, and due to the fact that it is going to run in a faster transmission of data. Yes, so power consumption is also somewhat low when compared to the others. Yes, so the communication is symmetric, and which can be maintained because of this GSM is only used for voice communication. As we seen in our first unit, the GSM is going to considered as a voice communication, and the GPRS is going to be considered as everything like internet and everything. Yes, so this is a simple example of your communication asymmetry, and the devices that are going to be communicated, like it is a service provider, synchronization, and API like applications, and whatever the databases that are going to be connected to your type 2, and the data that should be transmitted from type 3 to type 1. As I said, type 1 which is going to be link up with type 2, and type 2 to type 3. Yes, so this is a simple example of your communication asymmetry with an uplink and downlink of your thing. Yes, so whenever we are going for the second topic of your fourth unit, classification of data delivery mechanism, and this is a most important question when as a point of external point of view. Yes, so classification of data delivery mechanisms are of three types actually: push based, pull based, and hybrid based. As we know very well regarding this proactive, reactive, and hybrid. Yes, same likewise also here we are going to discuss the push based data delivery mechanism, pull and hybrid based data delivery mechanisms. Yes, so whenever we are going to deal this particular classification of data delivery mechanism, we are going to see some fundamental information for your delivery methods that are going to be established. Like we are going to see a point-to-point access and a broadcast. So a point-to-point broadcast, or this broadcast, when compared to your point-to-point access, broadcast is more attractive method. Like it is an attractive method, and which is a single of data items that can satisfy all outstanding requirements or requests from the items simultaneously. Yes, so this broadcast can have an arbitrary number of users, like different number of users. Yes, so this particular thing, like whenever we are going to consider as an like we can have here a module mobile device 1 to J. Yes, so many number of users, it can have single user or many number of users. Yes, so this is going to have three types, like I said, push based, pull, and hybrid. Yes, so in push based broadcast, the server disseminates like information using a periodic broadcast program. Like it is generally going to access the simple broadcast, like periodic methods, like it is not going to maintain any outstanding requests from the client. Like simple communication is needed for the push based data delivery mechanism. When compared to a pull based data delivery mechanism, it should be in an outstanding way. Like whenever a client is going to ask for something else, he should be able to say like he should submit that particular file to the client. Like he should satisfy, like the client should satisfy his needs of the from the server side. Yes, so this pull based is on demand. Yes, so it is nothing but like the server disseminates information based on outstanding requests submitted by the client. Yes, so next, in hybrid broadcast, it is a combination of push based and pull based, which is going to combine the complement of each other. Like in addition, like we are going to see a less battery power or monitoring broadcast channels to receive data and accessing data through point-to-point communication. If we see in depth, like push based and pull based, the push based mechanism is going to have a push subscriber mode, and whereas the pull based mechanism is for on demand mode, and whereas for hybrid it is an hybrid mode. Push based is for push subscriber mode, and whereas pull based is a on demand mode. Hybrid is nothing but hybrid mode. Yes, so whenever we are going for a push based mechanism, as I said, it is an periodic, like it should have something like it should generate some status, or it should have a report, or it should have a congestion free, like it should not be able to miscommunicate the client and server. Yes, so he should directly communicate the server as well as the client. Yes, client to server. So this is going to provide, like the server pushes data records from a set of data distributed computing system. Like for example, if we take like a traffic congestion, weather report, or a stock quotes, like a news reports, these all nothing but just a simple explanation of your push based data delivery mechanisms. Like simple, like we are going to deliver the data from client server to client. Yes, so simple mechanisms, like we are going to overcome the traffic congestions. Yes, everything. So when we are going to move on to the push base, like the data records are pushed to mobile device by broadcasting without any demand, like no demand, like client is not going to have any demand. నాకు ఇదే కావాలి అనేది ఏం చెప్పలేం. Yes, so whatever the need, he is going to give the data to the client. Yes, so that particular record, the data records are pushed to the mobile device. Yes, by broadcasting without any demand. So the push mode is also known as, we can know it as an push subscriber mode, in which the data is pushed as per the subscription for the push service by a user. User is nothing but a client. Yes, so whenever there is a need, he is going to transmit the data, like he is going to communicate with the client. He is not going to say like ఇదే కావాలి ఇలానే ఉండాలి అనేది ఏం చెప్పలేము. Yes, so simple thing, like a simple communication we are going to have in this particular push based data delivery mechanism. And we have also a downlinks. Yes, so downlinks are nothing but server to client. Yes, as I said, it is a user, so we should provide some information to the client. Yes, so simple. And the subscribed query of an data record is taken as a query, like whenever we are going to generate a file, like we are going to take a subscribed query of particular record, like I said, employee table. Yes, so for that particular employee table, duplication of files should not be maintained. Yes, so as to avoid unsubscription to that particular file. Yes, so here we are going to maintain the data in a accurate way. Yes, so data can also be pushed without user subscription. Yes, so without any user subscription, we are going to push the data into the database. Yes, so when compared to your, like what are the things that are going to be handled by your push based mechanism, or what are the functionalities of this particular push based mechanism? Yes, so simple, we can know easily, like a structure of data records, like a structure of data records that are going to be pushed is selected. Like if one thing has to be pushed to the mobile device, so what we are going to do, some selection of that particular record should be done, like first stage, like step one. Yes, a structure of records or a data that should be pushed is selected. Like ఇప్పుడు మనం select చేసుకున్నాం ఒక data file నుంచి, we are going to select some records to be pushed onto the mobile device. Yes, so then afterwards an algorithm provides an adaptive multi-level mechanism that permits data items to be pushed uniformly or ununiformly after structuring them with an relative importance. If suppose if we take a record or we take a file here, if it is needed, like selection of file is needed here, if it is needed to the user only, then we are going to formally we are going to upload that particular file to the mobile device. Informally, we are not going to push that particular record to the mobile device. Yes, so if it is important only, then only we are going to take that file into the mobile device. Otherwise, we are not going to take the record. Yes, as the name indicates, push based, which is a simple one, we should be in a simple way. Yes, and that can be an important thing. And second step, whenever we are going to consider it as data is pushed at a selected time intervals using an adaptive algorithm. Yes, so it should have a time interval, and whenever we are going to push the record, it should save some bandwidth. Yes, so the broadcasting bandwidth selected algorithms, like we have many types of algorithms. Here we are going to see, like algorithm anappudu idi use chestunam ani kaadu, it is a simple one, like adaptive algorithm we are going to see here. So for that, we are going, if this is going to be happen, so we should be able to save the bandwidth of that particular file. So pushing a periodic interval, which is important because which is going to provide the devices that were disconnected at the time of previous push with a chance of catching. Yes, so that when it is pushed again, it should be able to be there. Yes, like if something else to be pushed onto the mobile device, so it should be pushed onto the mobile device only if any problem has been occurred. Like I said, time intervals, second step is the time intervals. If they are going to overcross the time intervals, then also it should be able to push onto the mobile device. Yes, are you getting? Like it should be able to push the data or a record to the, when compared to your previous data. Yes, like if it is disconnected at a time of previous push with a chance of to catching the data when it should be pushed again. Yes, so the same thing we are going to push it again. Yes, so first step is simple communication with selection of your file and algorithm with levels. Yes, second one, which is nothing but time interval. Whenever if we are going to get any disconnections, then also the data should be pushed with your previous, like edaithe send chestunamo ade data ni malli send cheyadam. Yes, third one, whenever we are going to move on to the third step of your push based, like bandwidth are adapted for downlink only. Yes, so downlink using an algorithm, usually we have an higher bandwidth is allocated for to records having higher number of subscribers for a high access probabilities, like push down link, which is nothing but a server to client. Yes, so many number of clients are going to be established for your a certain sort of communication or a mechanism. Yes, so it should be only the adapted for only the downlink. Yes, in previous, whenever we are going to see the previous architecture, we have an uplink as well as a downlink. Yes, so uplink for the client to server and downlink for server to client. Yes, so is it clear to everyone? Like it should have an higher bandwidth, and when compared to the uplink, it should be a downlink. Fourth mechanism, which is nothing but a mechanism which is going to adopt, like it should stop pushes when a device is handovered or it is going to have an other cell. Just like handovers are nothing but, like we have seen in your GSM network. Yes, so whenever there is a miscommunication, like whenever it is going to change its base station, so it should be connected to the other base station. Yes, So other base station ki connect ayin tarvatane it should disconnect the base station 1. Yes, so this should be maintained at the last of your last step of your push based data delivery mechanism. Yes, so first one is nothing but simple selection of your structuring of your record. Second one is your time interval, and the third one is your second one is your algorithm, and third one is your data time interval. Yes, and the second is only the interval between the pushes or of records, and the third one, which is nothing but your bandwidth of your thing, like it should be in a downlink, and fourth one, it should be in an appropriate way without any handovers. Yes, so this is a simple example of your push based data delivery mechanism, and we have some advantages and disadvantages of this push based data delivery mechanism. As we seen, like it is going to enable a broadcast of data services to multiple devices. So what is going to happen whenever we are going to transmit the data for multiple devices? A communication or a congestion is going to be happened. Yes, so the server is not interrupted frequently by request from the mobile device. Yes, so whenever he is not going to, like a server is not interrupted frequently by a request from a mobile device. Yes, so next we can provide the advantage, which is nothing but it can be having some cause of flooding, like it is a congestion type, like it cannot have anything because the server is only going to send some information to the mobile device. Yes, so next we are going to have disadvantages of this push based mechanism. So it is going to have an irrelevant of data, like or out of context of data, which may cause the inconvenience to the user. So as I said, whenever we are going to select a file, like from here a data record is going to be taken care, and whenever we are going to select a file, it should be in an appropriate way. Yes, so e file matrame man, like a user is going to, client is going to have an access. Yes, so that should be able to select. No irrelevant of data or out of context of data should be maintained for your sending of file from here to mobile device. Yes, so this is a simple example of your push based data delivery mechanism. Up till here, any doubts to anyone? No doubts? Okay. So second one, we are going to deal with the pull based delivery mechanism. As I said, it is the push is a periodic based, and pull is nothing but we are going to understand the theme, like whenever we are going to deal with the implementation or things. Yes, so what are the things that are going to be established with the pull based? Yes, so likewise, if we is here also we are going to have different types of like mobile 1 to J. Yes, so this is going to have an information with outstanding request submitted by the client. Yes, so from the first thing, like push based mechanism, server is only going to maintain the data when compared to the pull based. Yes, so here we are going to provide some client communication to the server. Yes, so the user device or device which we are going to take, the pull, it is going to pull the data records from the server provider application of a database server, or it can have a distributed computing system. Like for example, if we take a music album services or a ringtone server or video clips. Yes, ivanni manam mana phone nunchi directly we can extract the things, like we are going to pull the ringtones. Yes, like say migdals. Yes, so the records are pulled by a mobile device on demand, like manaki ishtam unna thing ni manam chestunam. Yes, so mobile lo unna ringtones ni we are going to select. Yes, so adi mana ishtam toti manam chestunam. Yes, So this thing we are going to call it as a pull-based delivery mechanism, and the records are pulled by the mobile device on demand, followed by a selective response from the server. Yes, as you are you getting? Yes, like it is a list of file. In that file, we are going to select. We are going to pull the things. Yes. So or else we can take another example like a client authentication, verification, or subscription account check. Yes. So pull based, which is on demand mode, and it is going to have like this. Downlink and a pull request and downlink pull mode. Like if we are going to take the mechanisms of this pull based mechanisms functionalities of this, like the bandwidth used for the uplink channel depends upon the number of pulls request. Yes, are you getting? Like for the first thing we have a downlink response. Yes, so here we are going to take the bandwidth used for uplink channel depends upon the number of pulls of the request. Yes, so whenever a client is going to take or a pulling of that particular thing or ringtones నుంచి ఒక రింగ్ టోన్ ని తీసుకున్నారు అంటే సో దట్ ఛానల్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు లైక్ అప్లింక్ బ్యాండ్విడ్త్ అనేది ఇంక్రీజ్. ఎస్, ఇట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు హ్యావ్ దట్ మచ్ అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్ థింగ్. ఎస్, a pull threshold is going to be selected. Threshold, which is a limit the number of pull requests in a given period of time. So threshold అనేది ఎందుకు పెట్టినాం? Previous thing push based also we have a bandwidth time interval. Yes, here also we are going to have a threshold limit, so it is going to maintain number of pull requests in a given period of time, as we know very well regarding the time division multiple access. Yes, so time which is going to be divided into channels, at that particular amount of time only we are going to pass the information. Other than that time interval, it cannot pass the information from the channel. Yes, T1 ki channel ki some 2 seconds time, 2 seconds lone it should finish its job. Yes, otherwise it can be allocated to the third second ki, like whenever it is going to finish that particular 2 seconds of time, second slot should be filled. Yes, same likewise here also we are going to have a pull request within a given period of time, and the control which is going to have this control the number of server interruptions. Yes, third one which is going to deal with to prevent the device from pulling from SL, which is going to be handed over, like a handover device to the another cell, like on device handoff. The subscription is cancelled or passed with a new service provider, or it is a service provider cell. This push based mechanism which is going to receive the data record sent by the server on demand only. Like whenever a client is going to select a file, the server is going to send the file to the client whenever it is on demand only. Yes, so like client కి ఇష్టమున్న ఫైల్ ని మాత్రమే సర్వర్ పంపిస్తుంది. లైక్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆన్ డిమాండ్ ఓన్లీ, మనకి ఇష్టం ఉంటేనే అది, విచ్ ఇస్ ఇట్ కెన్ హ్యావ్ ఎన్ హ్యాండ్ ఓవర్ ఆర్ ఇట్ కెన్ బి unsubscribed, like cancelling of that particular subscription, or it is an new service provider అయినా కావచ్చు. It can be any kind of thing, like whenever we are going to handle with client to server side. Yes, so we have some advantages of this and disadvantages also. Whenever we are going to see advantages, like it is when irrelevant data arrives at the device and disseminates only when the user asks for it. Yes, so next it is going to have a best option, like very little contention, like respond to many devices request with expected time intervals, like client 1, client 2. Like here we have a mobile device 1, device 2, up to so on j. So whenever there is a need, it is going to transmit the data to that particular mobile device other than the other devices. Yes, దీనికి ఇచ్చిన allocate చేసిన టైంలోనే it is going to transmit the data, and this within that particular period of time. Yes, so these are nothing but your advantages, and disadvantages are nothing but the energy and bandwidth required for sending the request, which is an temporal records for an temporal records, like దానికి ఇష్టమున్న records ni it should send. Yes, client కి ఇష్టమున్న records ni it should send to the client. Yes, server should send within the whenever whatever the client is interested in, like he should send it his own whatever the satisfaction of the client, he should send that particular record only. Yes, so this is nothing but your pull based mechanism, delivery mechanism. Next we are going to have a hybrid interleaved push pull based data delivery mechanism. It is of both. Yes, so this push and pull. So the hybrid mechanism, which is also known as interleaved push and pull mechanism, which can be indicated by interleaved push and pull, like IPP. IPP, whenever the question is asked about explain the IPP based delivery mechanism, don't be in a confusion state to write the answer. Like it is an hybrid interleaved push pull based data delivery mechanism. It is an IPP. Yes, so this is also known as an hybrid mode. Yes, pull push mode anedi hybrid mode, or it can be a pull push mode, or it is an interleaved push pull based mode. Yes, so the device which is going to use the back channel to send pull request for a record which are not regularly pushed by the front channel. Yes, అర్థమవుతుందా? So front channel is nothing but a push based, pull based, which is nothing but a backend of the source. Yes, so backend in the sense like whenever we are a server is going to push some records to the mobile device, so whenever it is not able to store that information, or whenever it is not going to receive that particular information, what it is going to do, he cannot send the information to the server whenever we are going to deal with the push based. So whenever pull based is going to be arrived, it is a backend source, like whenever we are going to retrieve some information as an HLR, so it is a backend source of the mechanism that the data should be delivered as a pull based. Yes, so the front channel uses an algorithm modeled as an broadcasted disk and sends the generated interleaved response to the pull request. Yes, so something has been occurred in your push. Yes, so while pushing some record as a previous slide. Yes, so whenever an issue has been occurred, then only this is going to be come into the existence, like push is going to be going to take care of the things. Yes, though the user who is going to have or which is going to pull, as well as which is going to receive the push of a data records from the service provided or database server, or it is a set of distributed computing systems. Yes, so we can have an example of selling of music albums and so on. Yes, so this is nothing but we have indicated like push downlink pull request and downlink uplink. Yes, so we have some functionality of this hybrid also. There are two channels, one for push by front channel and other by pull by back channel. Yes, so bandwidth is shared of and adapted between two channels, like I said, push and pull, depending upon the number of active devices receiving data from server and the number of devices requesting data pull from the server side. Yes, so next, algorithms can be adaptively slowest level of schedule pushes successfully. Yes, slowga wealthe data cannot be lost. Yes, so the data records at the lower level where the records are assigned at the lower priorities and can have a long push interval in broadcasting this particular model. Yes, so advantages of this hybrid mechanism, interruption and queued requests are significantly reduced. Like queue లో ఉన్న రికార్డ్స్ లైక్ వెనెవర్ సెండింగ్ ఆఫ్ సమ్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ పుష్ లో అయితే మనకి ఏం ప్రాబ్లం లేదు సర్వర్ టు client. Yes, so whenever we are going to deal with this push based, so we have something we have some disadvantage, so that thing can be overcome by using this hybrid mechanism. So disadvantages, so this interleaved push pull does not eliminate the typical server problems of too many interruptions and queued requests. Yes, so adaptive of the slowest level of schedule, which is going to have an disadvantage of your hybrid data. Yes, hybrid interleaved push or pull based mechanism. Yes, so these are nothing but the three types of classifications of your data delivery mechanisms. Yes, is it clear to everyone or any doubts? Any doubts? Okay. So simple questions like I am going to tell about like assessment 1 questions and assessment 2. Like explain the architecture of GSM service network. So what is a GSM service network? As I said, GSM services are different, GSM architecture is different. So architecture of GSM services network is OSS, RSS and NSS, like network, operational and radio. Yes, so this is the architecture of GSM services, and in that you should be able to write like what do you mean by BTS and what do you mean by mobile node and what do you mean by networking, which is nothing but OSS, which is HLR, DLR, authentication, EIR and everything. Yes, so those all should be maintained in your architecture of GSM services. And second question, briefly explain about TDMA and FDMA with suitable examples. So this TDMA, one second, I will be sharing the screen of the TDMA. TDMA and what is the question? FDMA, okay. So you have FDMA, right, for the first one, like frequency division multiple access. So here you should be able to tell about how it is going to divide the channel and what are the things that are associated with frequency division multiple access, like how it is going to divide and how it is going to operate and what is a time slot that can be divided into per frequency or per the channel. And we have something called as multiple access and duplex of your FDMA. Yes, so these all should be included in your FDMA. Example in the sense like some example, like if we are going to divide the channel like this, user 1 with frequency 1, 2, 3, and it can be divided like whenever it should not be overlapped, like F1, F2 అనేది overlap కావద్దు. So for that purpose we are going to use a guard band. Yes, so interference under them. Yes, so this should be maintained, and advantages and disadvantages of FDMA. And whenever we are going to deal with the TDMA, time division multiple access, same architecture should be maintained, like what are the channels and what is the time slot for that, and it should be like a simple frame structure of your TDMA, and this is the structure of your like a division of your slot 32. Yes, uplink, downlink అనేది ఉన్నాయి వీటిలో. And next slotted aloha and classical aloha. ఇవన్నీ just breaker and it is not, but it is an important question. Yes. So total CDMA, TDMA, FDMA and SDMA. I have asked for only TDMA and FDMA. Yes. So this should be returned like a simple process and one persistent, non-persistent and peak persistent. Yes. That's it. Advantages and disadvantages of thing. I'll be sharing in a Google Classroom. I think so. I didn't share the PPTs in a Google Classroom. Okay. Assessment 2, discuss about snooping TCP with a suitable example. As you know very well regarding this snooping TCP, simple the architecture and whatever I have said in the unit 3, it should be written here. And explain push, pull and hybrid based mechanism with an architecture now itself. Yes, I have discussed here. Yes, so that should be written in your second question of your assessment 2. Still any doubts? Who is this? You can ask for J9, I think so, Jeshwant from CSCC C5. He will be adding your number in the group. One second, I will be taking a pic of it. Or else I will be adding. Ma'am, once shared today's PPTs. Today's PPTs, I have only 4 topics, I think so. That's it. For what purpose? Aditya? Or else I will be sharing in a WhatsApp. It's better. Yes. So, konne unnai kabatti I will be sharing in WhatsApp group. Yes. After completion of everything, I will be sharing in a Google.